Oh man, I'm here. I'm here. Ai, tudo bom, gente? Boa noite. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Tô tirando chinelo, por isso o som de esforço. Como é que vai? Tudo bom? Hoje nós vamos ler a rota da Arádia e da Nepeta. É isso aí. Isso, tô me ouvindo direitinho. Então, era exército. Eu já jantei, então está de buenas, buchinho cheio. É da Arádia primeiro, tá? What are you doing here? What are you doing on this awful planet? You walk. You walk, and you don't stop walking. You walk until the moons are high in the sky, and the lights from the city all but fade away. You walk until you can't think about anything but walking anymore. Then you zap. Zap, 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 zap. Who cares? Pra quem não entendeu, Carcat, Canaia, essa é a Vriska, essa é a Therese. Esse aqui acho que é o Genzi. Esse aqui é o Tavros. Esse aqui é o Equius. Provavelmente. É algo assim. Mas enfim, todos os trolls que essa pessoa aqui já encontrou, né? A gente, nesse caso. You just want out of here. What's happening to you? What are these thoughts? What are these half-remembered truths? Essa palavra é difícil de falar. Why do all your new friends seem so fresh but so familiar? Familiar? Why is this so familiar? You're lost inside yourself for what simultaneously feels like both a moment and an eternity. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes feel so heavy. Temos uma troll. Troll Jesus Christ. O nome dele é Jegus. Inches away from your face, someone is bent over you and staring unblinkingly into your eyes. In a single panicked motion, you do a youthful sideways roll and sprint to your feet. Spring to your feet. Sprint. This doesn't seem to startle her at all. She doesn't move from her precariously balanced squat. She's just looking at you. Observing you. Is she waiting for you to do something? After exactly 21 seconds of staring directly at you, she offers an entirely too toothy smile. Part of you suspects she just remembered that's what you do in these situations. She examines you with an obvious curiosity. Not the worst decision. To nap among the remains of the deceased. What? With a sarcastic motion that suggests looking literally anywhere around you, she draws your attention to what appears to be some sort of dig site. You seem to have fallen asleep on a pile of bones. Oh my. Her shirt is emblazoned with a dark red Aries symbol. Oh cool, another zodiac kid. You must have said Aries out loud, because she immediately corrects you. It is pronounced Aradia. That makes sense. Although you've just met, you cannot fathom her name being pronounced any other way. Your new potential friend, Aradia, is looking a little, what is a polite and charming way of saying rough around the edges? Her clothes are a bit shabby, but maybe that's just normal wear and tear when you've been hanging out in the dirt all day. What is she doing out here in the dirt anyway? I come out here to dig up bones. Oh, like, archaeology? Oh yes, that too. Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. Tá tocando megalovania, só agora que eu percebi isso. The finality of death has a beauty to it. Or it used to. You want to ask what she means, but it must be written all over your face. She very quickly moves on. Remains can tell us a lot about their owner's life. How they lived. How they met their end. Is that not a little wonderful? Fossils represent the finality. A moment locked in time. It is the physical that remains while the spirit moves on. Everything that made them who they were is gone. When all is said and done, it's only the bones that survive to tell their tale. And in that way, death is a sort of perfection, don't you think? Their violent end a sort of peace. Nothing left but the bones. You've never thought about it that way. In fact, you suspect you may have never thought about anything as much as this girl has thought about bones. Oh, bones are just one of my many interests. Oh yeah, you too, big bone fan over here. I see you're also a person of exquisite taste. Well, damn, oh, ooh, ooh, to you too. Oh, ooh, oh. Oh my god. Your stomach grows a little bit. Just how long were you out here? I discovered your body several hours ago. I'm not dead, yo. Can't you just not call me body? I thought you might be dead, so I was watching you to confirm my suspicions. She was watching what she thought was a dead body for several hours? Yes. On the lookout for early signs of decomposition, rot, rigor mortis, etc. Unfortunately, you are not completely dead. Thank goodness for that, I guess. Wait, what does she mean completely? There is a moment where her unbreaking, if not somewhat unsettling grin leans more towards normal. Well, okay. Someone might describe it as normal if maybe you'd never seen anybody smile before. Like if you were passing someone in the hallway and they described what a smile was to you and you were like, no, I got this. ELAs, you digress. You are like me. The dead speak to you. You would do well to pay attention. A mantle of doomed souls leashed to you. I wonder just how many times you have died. Died? Like, bereft of life? She sits down beside you. She picks up some sort of rib or femur or pelvis or whatever and begins to idly draw into the dirt. It is a crude drawing of some sort of misshapen sick person. Unrelatable. Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means. But you are different. I can see the ghosts of all your alternate iterations floating around you, trying to help you. Doomed timelines that have been purposefully erased from your consciousness. But you're the culmination of the choices you've made, fatal or otherwise. You've been forced to leave so much behind you. Your memories. Despite the fact that she seems very focused on her dirt art, you suddenly feel so seen. Someone doesn't want you to remember. But she looks at you and leans in close. Do you want to know a secret? Wait, did she just say ghosts? That's my only option. I do have to click. You're really not following. Sounds kind of fake, if you're being honest. Ghosts? Yeah, okay. You've seen some weird shit on this planet, but you draw the line at ghosts. The spooky bit was kind of charming and cool at first, but this is borderline ridiculous. Oh, she almost looks hurt. Her tone turns hollow. How disappointing. Radia rises and turns her back towards you. The night air feels cold, which it hadn't before now. Perhaps on behalf of the especially cold shoulder treatment you are getting right now. Little bumps form on your skin. Fala, Matheus! Infelizmente não vai poder ficar. Obrigado pelo lurk, Matheus. Obrigado por ter aparecido para comunicar que ficará de lurk. E bons estudos para você. Vai dar tudo certo na prova de amanhã, tá? Fechou? Eres esto. Radia rises and turns her back towards you. The night air feels cold. I have already read this. Read this. I have misjudged you. I thought I could trust you, but maybe you are just like the rest. I'm okay with that. It does not bother me. She's floating several feet off the ground. Typically, this is your sign not to say, sounds like it kinda does bother you. Give in to your need to feel like you know better than everyone, or keep your mouth shut for once. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for this one, but later, later we'll see about that. You keep quiet. Now is not the time for your incredible insights. The restraint you have shown here will surely be rewarded. Oh my. Calma, gente. Isso foi o barulho do braço articulado, não foi o monstro. Muitas pessoas se assustam com esse barulho. Então eu precisei fazer um certo alerta aqui. She turns to you slowly, dangling somewhat limply in the air. This act was for your benefit, but to proceed any further is pointless. Her eyes are white. Her face is unreadable. Oh my god, ghosts are real too? Alternate is fucked up. Boo. Oh Jesus, no thanks, this secret sucks. Time to fucking go! Sorry you said ghosts were fake or whatever, bullshit. Yes, maybe that would be best for both of us. I had some hope for you, but it looks like that was misplaced. There's a hollow disappointment in her voice. You've never been nagged by a ghost before. There's a first time for everything. She raises a hand to you, her form silhouetted by the twin moons. There's a blissful moment where you feel suspended and still. Okay. Better luck next time. I knew it. Oh my god! Ah, porque ela é do tempo. Gente, bela sacada. A Aradia, ela é do aspecto do tempo. Então, tipo, eu não precisei nem voltar no tempo do jeito manual do jogo. Ela voltou pra mim. Aradia, você é um gênio. Se você não fosse tão esquisita, eu ia te amar mais. Peraí. Peraí. Eu fiz uma coisa? Peraí. Ah, peraí. Peraí. Será que eu tenho que ter essa conversa de novo? Gente. Não, tá certo, isso mesmo. You have never wanted anything more in your entire life. This one. Okay, it's that obvious. You have to admit, you are a little fascinated by this line of inquiry. You done your signature cool person facade. You done? What is done? And tell her that there is nothing in this godforsaken universe that will keep you from hearing that secret. You throw in that you are going to die if you do not find out immediately. Eu acho que esse final, essa rota que a gente pegou, acho que foi uma das rotas mais rápidas, né? Nem 20 minutos de live já peguei uma rota. Bruh. Não é essa rota. Smooth as butter, baby. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The way she speaks has shifted slightly. It sounds fuller, livelier. That's good. Oh my. Oh my. Oh yes, I have been alive for some time now. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. When she says the word time, her eyebrows lift a little, as if cueing you in on a joke she seems to think you are completely familiar with. You give it a polite chuckle. What a character. She beams, and there is a moment you forget that she was talking about ghosts and secrets. They can't find us here. My nose is itching. Oh my. We have made them very mad. They can't find us here? Them? We've? Mad? You don't ask for clarification on very. You're feeling pretty confident about that one. Oh my. This is not the first time we have met. Though it is hard to say how long has passed since then. Time passes differently out here. Por mais que a Aradia seja uma pessoa que dá muito medo, quando ela tá animadinha assim, eu gosto dela. Quando ela tá falando de morte e sei lá o que e tal, é meio assustador. Mais assustador do que a Wandinha, se eu posso ousar dizer isso. Hello, rica churubão, macarrão com salsicha. Como vais? Seja bem-vindo. Hoje estamos de Aradia e se Deus quiser, a gente vai conseguir chegar na Nepeta ainda hoje. Hey, apropos of nothing and far be it from you to comment on someone's appearance, but why does she look so much older? Why is she wearing the magic teen pajamas like John and them? How does she manage to do her makeup so well and just not brush her hair at all? You know, with curls, the issue might actually be overbrushing. You don't want to brag, but you happen to have an encyclopedic knowledge of hair care products. Has she considered switching to a sulfate-free shampoo? What am I reading? God, you wish you had hair. We are bold. Eu estou bem, comendo chocolate Caribe. Ah, obrigada. Faz muito tempo que eu não como chocolate Caribe. Eu acho que eu não gosto dele, mas faz muito tempo que eu não como, então eu vou aceitar uma bicadinha. Wow, you ask a lot of questions, but I guess that's natural. Right now, we are outside of the canonical relevant. You are gonna have to stop her right there. You have had enough of canon and relevancy and what it means, and what it is or isn't. Do you people never tire of sniffing your own farts about Canonical Impact? Canonical Impact, the new game by MiHoYo. No. Wow, rude. Yeah, you're rude now. Fuck the narrative. Absolutely phenomenal, and I could not agree more. Like I was trying to explain, out here, even the powers that can't hurt us. Can't hear us. Meu Deus do céu. I must say, I'm a big fan of your work. Quando se trata de inglês, leitura, a minha boca é mais rápida do que meus olhos. Eu descobri isso lendo Pesterquest e Homestuck. É difícil, muita gente não gosta, mas na Páscoa foi o ovo de chocolate que mais se esgotou, vai entender. Sério? Ah, deve ser diferente então, o ovo da Páscoa do Caribe e do chocolate do Caribe. Chocolate do Caribe, já nos cinemas. I have seen quite a few doomed timelines before. But nothing like this. You are something they had no contingency plans for, and Paradox Space is practically falling apart at the seams. This timeline has been peppered with inconsistencies and clues. Things here and there that cannot exist yet. Events that occurred too early. I figured you were doing it on purpose, so I thought I'd get your attention. But you are a little broken, aren't you? Se bem que é o mesmo... É? Não sei, então. Porque eu não tenho uma boa memória de gosto do chocolate calibre. Me desculpe. She looks disappointed as she says this. You don't know why she would want your attention, but she has it. Calibre. Eu falei calibre? It is not only your attention I want. The power of shifting and the ones pulling the strings are distracted with their own meaningless problems. You really can't remember anything, can you? You tell her you remember some things that you can't explain. Names of things. Hints of the past. Whispers of ghosts. Wait, how does she know this? Yes, they have been whispering to you quite loudly. They are the fractured remnants of your departed selves. Remnant, Ruby, onde, cadê? And they have been trying to help you get here at this exact moment. You ask where and when here is exactly. As you look around, the scenery seems to shift. Sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're outside, sometimes you are in all places at once. Anywhere, anytime, all at once, blah blah. You swear you see some shadow of your friends here and there, but in places they don't really belong. Why would Rose be in Kanaya's hive? Why would she, yeah? Do they know each other? You want to know what is going on and why it is so important that you are here. Wherever here is. I asked an old friend's ghost to tell an ancient space quid to burp up a place for us to meet. Coisas que eu não achei que eu fosse ler no dia de hoje quando eu acordei. As one does. Sure. Think of it as a liminal space made of the same thing memories are made of. And this is what dreams are made of. I have spent a lot of time in the first ring and in these bubbles and trying to figure out how they work. So I have some ideas. But I don't think the ones who conceived them even really know exactly. What matters is the specific path you took to get here. It took you many tries, but you made it. You get the feeling the more this is spelled out, the less sense it'll make. Kinda kills the magic. Yes, that is probably true of most things. Instead of explaining it to you, it was easier just to rewind things and have you try again. You're almost too embarrassed to ask how many times it took you to get it right. She puts her hand on your shoulder and just shakes her head. Oh. The important thing is, you made it! I tried so many things to get you here. One time, I pretended to be a ghost. A ghost? Oh my god, I can't say the word. G. She affects a spooky tone, sort of waving her fingers around. Since accidentally entering the median, your particular class and aspect combination have given you knowledge and foresight you shouldn't have. But here, where the connection to every version of yourself is strongest, we can do a little housekeeping. She reaches her hand out to yours. Oh fuck, is this it? You're finally making a friend and all it took was an infinite number of tries. You take her hand and she smiles at you. And then everything goes off the shits. Something flies into you. Oh fuck, was that a ghost? You can see them! Oh fuck, it has your face! There are so many of them. One by one, they slam into you. The entirety of their lives and each one of and each of their deaths play out before you in real time. Radia clutches your hand and begins to laugh in a way that makes you start to think maybe this wasn't a great idea. Falo tudo bem. But you remember, tudo bem. You remember all of them. As the last doomed version of yourself is absorbed into your body, you collapse out of both physical and mental exhaustion. Está doente? Melhoras então, que isso, hein? Pegou resfriado? You're back... Bebe água. You're back in the dirt, back in the bone pile. You just sort of turn over and lay there for a second. If I lie here, if I just lay here. Oh my god. Malik, Tysius, Boulder, oh little demon. Zebra... maybe not that guy. Comecei a sentir febre e faltei aula hoje. Que isso? Não é dengue não, né? Pelo amor de Deus. Vai descansar. Tomar sopinha. Não sei. Tomar remédio. There's still a gap. Why are you here? You look down at the hoodie Malik gave you. Didn't Karkat's friend say nobody had used this symbol for a long time? Se for dengue, tomara que não seja. É porque tá tendo tanto aqui, sei lá, né? Quando a pessoa fala que tá doente, eu já penso em dengue. I'm afraid I don't know exactly. De qualquer forma, melhoras. Descanse direitinho. My abilities have allowed me to tidy up your timelines that have happened in a sort of tentative canon. You roll your eyes. She ignores you and continues. So, whatever happened to you outside of the narrative is beyond my capacity as a guide of the deceased. But I know a way we can find out. It is why I brought you here to give you back your memories. God, you miss just fucking around about hot dogs. You wonder what your friends are up to now. You think maybe you should check on them. She looks you in the eyes and you stop rolling them for 2 seconds. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go apeshit? You don't have to say it twice. I want to go apeshit. I want to fuck stuff up. What? Fuck? Oh, I just fuck it. Okay. Just fucked it. You want to see this whole place break apart? Oh, look at the time. We're supposed to pick your punk rock alien daughter up at the mall like them all 100 years ago or whatever. I'm gonna go with the second one. Destroy everything. Oh my god, you're friends! You have to go back. You look at Aradia. This is awkward. You actually have a prior engagement. Actually, this could work. You extend your hand and the universal come with me gesture. Oh my god, is this gonna work? Really? I don't know. Where are we going? You try to focus on anyone. The comforting chaos of Ardata's house. The burnt out mall where you promised Doraya you'd take her with you. Yes, it's all coming back to you. You're so glad you have an encyclopedic knowledge of that whole adventure before continuing. You zap the both of you onwards. You're in the fucking hallway. There's that T-posing turd. Aradia goes wide-eyed. No, not this time. Eat my whole ass, you nobodies. You conjure the strongest memory you can. Oh my god. You sniffed Marva's armpit. The shame we're feeling sends you reeling. This is it, you guess. You what? Oh my. What is happening? But nothing's here. You float listlessly in a black void. Why isn't anything here? Where is everyone? You refocus. Maybe that was just a bad point to remember. You pull the strings of your hoodie tight, letting its warmth cover you like a dear friend's embrace. Surely you have spent enough time with Malik's jacket to have formed some sort of secret bond with the memory of him. This will be enough. It needs to be enough. You disappear and reappear in the same spot. You phase in and out over and over and nothing happens. Radia watches you but seems to be giving you space to process this. It isn't enough. It was never enough. You're gone. You go limp and just drift for a while. You hear the sad song of some sort of cosmic entity. Its low tones reverberate your entire body, filling you with a sorrow you didn't know you were capable of feeling. An impossibly long tendril appears from the void and slowly makes its way towards you. It gently wraps itself around you. You don't even bother to question it at this point. Wow. On a scale of 1 to 10, how shaken is your faith? Why aren't they here, Aradia? Where is everything? I don't know. But I'm here. Do you just want to vibe out with this space monster for a little while? I kind of do. Yeah. Okay. You guess. I do not know where your friends are or why there isn't anything here. And I'm afraid you may not find these answers until you confront the puppet master. But, isn't that fine? Friends and grudges, life and death, existence and nothingness. Isn't it all the same in the end? I'm only If this is about bones, you're going to lose your mind. She smiles. Well, I can confidently say it wasn't not about bones. It wasn't not about bones. You can't help but laugh a little bit. Do you want to try again? I know there's a different way this goes, but I still wanted to see what you would do. You won't remember anything, not even our friend here. You think about it for a little bit. The tentacle sort of paps you on the face. Is it trying to comfort you? Eventually, you know that's what has to happen. She will rewind you and tidy up the mess you've made by coming out here. There's a path you needed to follow and you keep trying to cheat it. Yes, I do. You ask her to let you sit here for a little bit longer. You don't want to forget just yet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here we are with Cthulhu or something. Another one. You have to admit, you are a little fascinated by this line of inquiry. Yeah, okay, here we are. You want to see this whole place break apart. Yes, I do. You think about it for a little bit. You've been gone for so long, and you can go back whenever you want, right? You gotta focus on the friends in the here and now. You know what? Yeah, let's trash this place. You stand up and kick over a small pile of bones. No, my bones! Oops, sorry. She kneels down next to the carnage and just stares for a little bit. Shit, she looks completely devastated. It is actually kind of hard to watch. You turn away. Oh, biscuits. This is no way to canonize a friendship with a time god. A time. What were you thinking? You are just too damn good at kicking over small piles of shit. Curse these powerful legs. Marvels wouldn't do something like this. The guy was cool as hell. I don't know what these people are. Arati begins to laugh in a way someone less eager for friendship might describe as a cackle. Look! She has arranged the bones into an outlandish, if not slightly vulgar configuration. She drew a dick. For once, I really am okay with this. I was just lying to you for comedic effect. It's okay, you can laugh. Try with me, say ha. Ha. Now say it again. Ha. There you go. I meant apeshit more in the larger sense. I don't think any of them care about bones. Their loss. If you really want to see things fall apart, I can lead you to where you need to be. You don't know who they are, and you don't give a single solitary shit. Fuck this place. Fuck whoever took your memories. Let's go absolutely buck wild up in this piece. You kick up some dirt and don't even care. Radia produces a series of abstractions from thin air. Some sort of giant Ouija board. The lens spells out sickle, I don't know. But in Oturnian, which you still don't understand why you can read, but you know what? Not the weirdest shit happening right now. Kirkut's rambunctiously colored sickle appears mid-air. She hands it to you and excitedly takes your other hand. Let's go. Okay. Over the next few hours, you teleport around both Alternia and Earth, dropping a bunch of seemingly random objects in nonsense places, being careful not to be seen. You change a gift itinerary in John's dad's PDA. You sign the kids up for cell phone plans. Are you just doing chores? This really feels more like running errands than breaking anything. Why do I have the notion that I read this exact same phrase in Homestuck itself? Trust me, they're going to notice, and oh, I bet they're going to be so steamed. You personally guarantee nobody in their right mind will care about any of this. But the moment the words leave your mouth, something in the distance cracks. You don't see it. You don't hear it. You feel it. You zap to the next location. You steal Vriska's lipstick and there it is again. A crack. You almost can't believe it. This stupid plan is working. You guess the devil really is in the details. Next to you, Radia looks absolutely thrilled. Subtle changes in the timeline can have big repercussions, but nothing like this. They usually just create a doomed offshoot, but this is a whole doomed reality. Don't you know what this means? You tell her that you totally do know what it means, but just in case she doesn't know, she should explain it for herself. If you just keep up whatever it is you've been doing, this whole place is going to come down. Hup! Radia lifts an air conditioning unit and throws it into the stratosphere with her mind. Wow, that's fucked up. She sits on the edge of the roof overlooking the city. Thank you. This was fun. A faint crack forms in the sky. Oh, there is a crack. The curtains of space and time pull back to reveal a nothingness that does not really make you feel as whole as you had hoped. Fala, Vimon, boa noite, como vai? But there is still a bit for you to do. You still have a few more friends to make. What? That's it? You put a crack in reality and then just go back to spending time with some teens? Yeah. Aren't you also sort of a teen? You explained that it was never very clear, actually. Ah, tudo bem, não tem problema não. Eu vou bem. Já jantei, já estou comida. Estou de buchinho cheio. Well, the answers you want are at the end of your path. The only way to find them is to get them to come to you. And they will. It will all make sense then. You wish that were true. You sit next to her, your legs dangling over the edge of the molding. Before your eyes, the crack in the sky appears to be sewn shut, almost as quickly as it appeared. She was right. Something is happening. The two of you sit in each other's company for what feels like both a moment and an eternity. Good end, you guess. Yeah, good end indeed. I guess indeed too. So, what do we have here now? We have this. And yes, and the next one was this. Yeah. Sounds like it kinda does bother her. Sounds like she probably isn't okay with it. She's silent for what seems like several minutes. Have your words reached her? When she turns to you, her eyes are white and her expression is blank. Her head tilts to the side, as if she's looking at a curious bauble, her face unchanging. Nothing really bothers me anymore. Oh Jesus, no thanks. This secret sucks. Time to fucking go. Sorry you said ghosts were fake or whatever bullshit. Yes, maybe that would be best for both of us. I had some hope for you, but it looks like this was misplaced. There's a hollow disappointment in her voice. You've never been nagged by a ghost before. She raises a hand to you, her form silhouetted by the twin moons. There's a blissful moment where you feel suspended and still. Better luck next time. Is that right? Am I crazy? Am I cray-cray? I think I'm cray-cray. You're really not following. Sounds kind of fake if you're being honest. Ghosts? Yeah, okay. I just did this. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do this forever, aren't we? Yeah. I guess this is how it goes, you know? There's that, and then there's this, and then there's like this one, I guess. Oh my god, this is giving me headaches. This is giving me headaches, like, for real. Okay, we are done with Aradia. Now it's time for the Lion Queen. What do we have here? Oh my. A beginner's guide to destroying paradox space. You cause havoc just because you could. Aradia's smile makes it all worth it. Tem mais uma conquista aqui da Aradia. Eu vou ter que fazer isso de novo. O que será? O que será? O que será? Aqui, ó. You're really bad at taking hands. Ok. Era só fazer o bagulho errado. Eu presumi que fosse e deu certo. Ela só desistiu da gente. Até alguém que pode voltar no tempo se cansa, né? Pelo amor de Deus. A gente leu agora o Volume 8, Route 2. It is pronounced Aradia. Now we're gonna read Volume 9, Route 1, The Lionless Girl in Eternia. Ai, semana que vem vai ser o Solox com o Eridan, que legal. Tudo bem, vamos focar no de hoje. Time to face facts. Something is going on here. Not that you didn't already know that. You've had the blurry outlines of all this strangeness for a long time. It's only after you stint with Aradia that you've managed to fill in all of the shapes and colors. Your friends, the companions you've been to hell and back with, you forgot about them. That feels like... you can't even come up with a sufficiently dramatic mixed metaphor. It feels bad. Your desperate friendship thirst was compelled. You get that. And it's mostly worn off by now. But... what the fuck else are you supposed to do? It's basically just your job now, so you keep doing that job. Whatever, let's just do the damn route. Who did Equius tell you about? His monorail, right? Oh my. You'll go try to find her in the middle of the woods, which is a very normal thing to do. You'll be normal. It's a normal kind of day. You zap to the mouth of a cave and are immediately set upon by a wild beast. A moto passando era a wild beast. Poderia ser. Poderia ser. Eu acho. Tava esperando a moto passar e daí eu me distraí. Acontece. Brrr. Ok. Yellow eyes flash and sharp teeth glitter. You brace yourself to be made into dinner. The wild lioness sits back on her haunches and contemplates the stranger. Oh my god, hi! Não, essa fui eu, tá? Essa não foi personagem, não. The wild lioness sits back on her haunches and contemplates the stranger. That's how you know she does that. She tells you. But taking a closer look, you realize that she is in fact not a wild lioness, just a very unkempt troll in a green coat and grubby t-shirt. She smells like a fire pit. AC licks her snout and tries to figure out who has happened upon her den. Ela não tem nariz, como é que ela tá? Enfim. A friend? A foe? Dinner, perhaps? The troll girl licks her lips, and you realize that even though she's not some bloodthirsty predator, she does have very sharp canines and clawed gauntlets on her little hands. She's small, but with trolls, you've discovered the hard way that size does not translate in a 1-to-1 strength ratio. You tell her that you're a friend. Definitely a friend. And not at all the sort of friend you playfully fight with and then accidentally eviscerate. Because you never know with trolls. The girl, whose name you have a sneaking suspicion might be Nepeta, scratches at her chin, her fingers curled up like a paw. You're worried that she's going to put her eye out with those claws. AC wrinkles her nose, and wonders what anyone could be doing all the way out here in the wastes. It's not very plausible. That one was a bit of a stretch. How did you come upon my cave? AC says it with a growly glower. Play along. Stop this nonsense. I'm gonna stop this nonsense just to see what happens. You tell Nepeta that you will happily explain to her exactly who you are and what you're doing skulking outside her cave. But could the two of you maybe key down the drama? Talk like normal people? You've been down this road before, and it's kind of bringing back painful memories. Oh. Nepeta leapfrogs off of you. A distinct olive flush crossing the bridge of her nose. Wow, you didn't mean to embarrass her. Just a productive convo doesn't seem possible if one of you is pretending to be a lion or whatever. Nepeta nods jerkily. Her gaze is firmly fixed on a boulder a few feet to the right of you. Her body language, which moments ago had you wanting to zap for cover to protect both your dignity and internal organs, is now stiff and wary. She looks even smaller than before. She mouths something that you can't quite catch, then she turns tail and skittles back into her cave. God damn it, Nepeta, wait! You hurry after her, but you stopped at the sound of a deep, resonant growl. There's something in that cave, and it is definitely not a kid playing a game. Yeah, it's a game over for now. Growl, growl. Yeah, I knew it. So now, we're going to... Oh my god, I didn't save. We're going to have to do this again, but everything's gonna be alright. I have faith. So I'm gonna play along this time and everything will be alrighto. It just so happens that you are an expert RPer. And by expert, you mean you once played Soldier per Beasts with a stressed out Jadeblood kid, which you'd forgotten about until literally yesterday. Anyway, what you mean is, you've got some moves. You go limp and show Nepeta your throat, yielding to who is clearly the alpha female here. You're barely even roleplaying here. Every olive blood you've met could rip out your intestines and wear them as a shawl. Nepeta beams down at you before remembering that she is a regal lioness. AC nuzzles the strange little cub and welcomes them to her cave. Appearing to realize that she doesn't need to describe her actions out loud because you are right in front of her, Nepeta nuzzles you gently with the top of her head. You get the feeling she doesn't get out much. Yeah. Yikes. You tell her that you didn't mean to startle her or anything. You just think you have a mutual friend. A big indigo blood named Aqueous. Nepeta digs her nails into your arms. Her eyes go wide. You know Aqueous? How? Where did you meet him? Tell me everything. Well, it's kind of a funny story. Before you can get into it, que foi esse pulinho? Nepeta launches herself off of you and scampers into the cave. When she runs, her knuckles occasionally touch the ground. You aren't sure if she moves like that naturally, or if she is just very in character. Yeah, I don't know either. She pauses at the mouth of the cave and gestures you inside, the sleeves of her coat flopping down past her wrists. If you had parents, they probably would have taught you not to follow cat girls into caves. But you didn't, so you're totally down. The cave is small and chilly. Several animal pelts cover the cavern floor, from creatures too large to be wolves but too shaggy to be bears. Maybe some sort of wolf bear. All of the furniture is hewn from stone, the recupericum formed from a natural hollow in the rock. Ela mesma. Of all the hives you've spent time in, this one is the most rustic. You wonder why. Nepeta isn't a high blood, but she's certainly not a low blood either. She could have made a hive at least as nice as Tavros's. Tavros had help. AC welcomes the strange cub to her den and invites them to sit down whenever they please. She realizes that her visitor is probably sleepy and hungry. Luckily, AC has a fresh kill. Oh, great! That is really lucky. Nepeta skips back outside, leaving you alone and feeling, well, like you followed a feral child into her cave. Torchlight burnishes shapes strange and forbidden. The irregular flicker disorienting. People used to do everything by firelight. No wonder medieval art is so preposterous. Dogs with the faces of old men and old men with the faces of babies. And speaking of art, drawings pepper the cave walls, shaky and crude. Although you doubt even Michael fucking Angelo could do much with a canvas like this. The pictures seem to depict Nepeta in various other trolls, some of whom you think you recognize. You see Karkat's snubby little horns and Aqueous's broken one. A few pictures have been viciously scratched out. A couple of the self-portraits of Nepeta also feature a large, sleek white cat. You wonder if that's her hunter sona, lion sona, whatever. Then you hear a growl behind you and realize, oh, right, Nepeta has a lusus. Ai, que coisa fofa, meu Deus do céu. Hot damn breath touches the back of your neck, and you turn as slowly and as carefully as you can. Oh, hello, kitty. Two hissing mouths open in two snarls, as a big cat backs you up against the cavern wall. It's my little Deus, indeed. Oh, Pounce, stop that silly kitty. This is a friend. Nepeta hurries back inside, throwing herself onto her lusus and petting rambunctiously. Pounce's hisses immediately turned to purrs. She rose onto her back and bats big, terrifying paws in the air. Áudio... É, o áudio duplicou. Eu achei que não fosse duplicar, mas duplicou. Oh. I see. Ahá! Eu mutei a coisa certa aqui, então. Obrigada. Eu ia pedir pra testar, mas eu acabei esquecendo. Agora você acabou fazendo sem eu pedir. Obrigada. Então, quando visita a casa da Mimi, é tipo isso. Aqueles... Tem o gato, tem ela. Ai. Oh, who's a good kitty? Who's the very best kitty? Pons, we have a guest for dinner. They know Aqueous. You do, right? Nepeta looks at you with sharp little eyes. You do know my meow rail? You weren't lioning? Oh, definitely not. You would never lion. You'll never forget Aqueous, no matter how hard you try. Although you did recently forget every single person you ever knew. That will absolutely never happen again, though. You won't allow it. AC leaves her weird friend in the very capable paws of her Lucius while she goes to prepare a delicious meal. Oh damn, Nepeta, please don't go away and leave your guest alone with a ferocious beast. But Paul seems pretty well placated by Nepeta's insistence that you are a friend and not food. She curls up on one of the animal pelts, tucking her head. Her tail twitches and her ears flick. You're pretty sure she's only pretending to sleep. Like she's giving you a shot, and if you fuck up, it's lunchtime. You sit very still and try your best to look unthreatening. Just a little while ago, this would have been easy. You'd been totally defenseless and thinking the most unthreatening thoughts. But now? Now you remember at least a little of who you were. And you know what you've done, even if some of it was done in dead-end timelines that never actually came to pass. You're not sure you can still call yourself an innocent bystander. Eu não sei exatamente o que o personagem lembrou, porque teve umas coisas que a gente não viveu nesse jogo, então eu não sei o que ele tá lembrando, acho que é de outro jogo. Nepeta derails this dangerous train of thought by dragging in a huge haunch. That's just really the only word for it. A haunch. Something's leg. Wow. When she said she had a fresh kill, you'd figured that was part of the RP, like she was just gonna pull out a DiGiorno or something like that. But nope. She really did tear apart some animal and bring you its leg. What is a DiGiorno? I am curious. DiGiorno. It's a pizzeria. Oh my. You thought she was bringing you pizza? And that's lovely. But it doesn't make any sense. Okay. She has blood smeared over one cheek, her hair in pieces across her sweaty forehead. You get why she and Aqueous get along. They have an equivalent ferocity. You'd think you aren't a vegetarian. You are gratified to... I feel like graffitied. You are gratified to discover Nepeta appears to draw her roleplay line at devouring raw meat. You wonder if trolls could eat meat raw, or if it would make them sick. They definitely seem to be more natural predators than humans are, but then again, most of them live in houses and eat cup noodles and play video games. You've never really met anybody like Nepeta. You watch her build a fire, and then take yourself on a little trip to the mouth of the cave, while she cuts up the meat and spears it on stakes to cook. You come back over to the fire when the meat looks a little bit less like flesh and more like food. Honestly, it shouldn't bother you. You've seen and been through so much worse. Guess the mind is a strange and many-layered beast. There you are. I thought you'd run out into the wastes of like a big powerful idiot. It's dangerous out there. Well, she went out there. Although, it's possible she's dangerous too. That makes Nepeta smile. She still can't quite meet your eyes, but she's fidgeting with her gauntlets less than she was before. So you really met Aqueous? Really? 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 She slides up close to you, almost too close to talk comfortably. You wonder if this is the first conversation she's ever had that wasn't through a computer screen. You tell her that yes, really, you met him. You spent a good amount of time with him too. That's incredible. I've never seen that silly guy hang out with anybody before. Except for maybe Whiskers. Whiskers? Oh, does she mean Vriska? You know her too. Really? Yep. You would probably be hanging out with her right now if she hadn't gone off to do some Antifa shit with Terezi. You know Terezi too. GC? Oh yeah, for sure. Does Nepeta? You're expecting her to exclaim and wag her imaginary tail. Instead, she goes quiet. Fat pops and sizzles in the fire. Across the cave, Ponce lets out a lazy squeak that sounds like it came from a much smaller cat, like eh. You ask Nepeta if everything's okay. So what you're saying is, you know, all my friends. Well, that's not exactly what you said. It is kind of creepy if you dwell on it, but you keep meeting people through other people. That's normal, right? Well, you did just happen upon Vriska on the beach, and Aradia found you asleep in a field. You haven't asked Nepeta if she knows Aradia, but you are sure that she does, somehow. Okay. Slowly, Nepeta lifts her gaze from the flames and meets your eyes for the very first time. Maybe it's the firelight, or the shadows gambling on the walls, but she looks haunted, hollowed out and filled with something you can't name. What are you? Nepeta may be goofy and playful and awkward. That doesn't make her an idiot. And you get the idea that treating her like one is a very good way to have a very bad time. I'm gonna deflect just to have another ending, I guess. Wild. It's really wild that she doesn't see you in her dreams. No reason. Oh, by the way, does she want to see your sweet powers? You have super sweet powers. Zap. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Jade's room is bright and cheery, fresh flowers in the hanging pots, curtains pulled open wide to let in the afternoon sunlight. Jade sits on her bed while Dave paces in front of a line of Squiddo toys, carefully assembled in neat ranks. This blue one is clearly in charge. Look at this, at his dominant posture. Also, he's the only motherfucker not tentacle deep in his homie. He's an untangled body that is some shit really cuts to the core of like. Emotions. It's actually because the magnets in him are messed up and always have been. Harley, you are ruining the magic, come on. Oh hey, Mailman. Did you bring another stray alien? Because the last one has a fucking attitude and also a surprisingly good snack sense. Snack sense? Yeah, sense for snacks. Like, you'd think it would have occurred to me before to combine M&Ms with popcorn, but it never did. Guess 'cause I wasn't raised right? But yeah, Karkat has a good tongue. That's not what I meant. Anyway, hi troll girl. Sup? Oh yes, I wanted to meet you guys! Are you the same aliens who harassed us for years and then stopped for seemingly no reason, but actually probably because the fake mailman ruined everything? Wow, damn Jade. Sorry, that's not how I meant it. Who are you people? Where am I? Nossa, o chifre fica muito esquisito nessa posição aqui do personagem. Jade takes a step toward Nepeta, her bristles and hisses, her back arching. Ah, é verdade, né? Nepeta é um gato, a Jade é como se fosse um cachorro. At this point, you're pretty confident in your assessment of the bug theming for the trolls. But they really continue to be cat adjacent, don't they? Yeah. Enquanto isso, o Dave cheirando o cabelo da Jade. Maybe cats are just the only cultural touchstones you have for feast but skittish creatures with a lot of hair. While you're busy pondering cats, Nepeta does a wild scamper for the window. Oh fuck, this is a tower, this is a tower, this is a tower. Fuck, you really didn't think that one through. Sorry, Nepeta, you really should have warned. Holy shit, something's sure as hell on fire. Little Timmy's dad fell asleep at the grill, dude. Had one too many Bud Light limes and burned the whole fucking rack of ribs. Ribs ain't cheap, dad. Now the barbecue's up in smoke, who's gonna eat that Walmart potato salad without ribs? No one, that too. Oh damn. You got a little overzealous with your zaps and brought Dave along with you. So this is where Karkit's from? No wonder he's such a spastic pile of personality disorders. Pretty rank in here. Well, at least Back prevented you from bringing Jade along. Oh! This isn't the ruins? This isn't the island? Sorry to just crash your party like this, Nepeta. You really didn't mean to bring like half your alien friend group into her house. Nepeta is standing beside the dying fire. Meu Deus, ela tá tremendo, tadinha. Where the haunch has fallen apart into blackened chunks. Her hands are twisted in the layers of her coat, and she's shaking from head to foot. God, he just completely invaded her space where so totally... Grrr. Oh no. Pounce has placed herself between Nepeta and the rest of you. Or more accurately, between Nepeta and Jade. Her hackles are up, her two mouths hissing. Oh fuck. Does she smell back on Jade? This sucks, actually. Pounce, wait! Don't do anything yet, just... Pounce! Do you get in time? Yes, I do. Pounce's claws feel as big as they look. They're sharp too. Sharp claws, incredible. Those claws, Santa Claus, red soaks into green velvet of your dress, slicking it heavy against your chest and stomach. Christmas. Wind whistles in your ears, accompanied by the strange ringing of chimes. Oh no, those are screams. You collapse backwards, waiting for the inevitable curtain of darkness to fall on your consciousness. Oh well, you do better next time. Or not. Instead of hitting the ground and finding yourself catapulted back to a menu screen, a pair of hands catches you and eases you down to the cave floor. Several pairs, actually. Your head is cushioned by something soft, and for a moment the voices around you come into focus. Don't have any idea what to do you know? First aid and shit, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually have any organs. Shh, please everybody be quiet. Darkness closes in on you, but it's a kinder darkness than you're used to. A darkness untouched by failure. Consciousness fades back in on slow waves of sensation. The first thing you see is firelight on the cave wall. Strange shadows lapping across the rock and playing out a story you believe you could understand if your body was a little less heavy and your brain less full of mush. You try to sit up. Wow, you are not going to sit up. Don't try to sit up! You're going to start bleeding again! Dave, go get Nepeta! They're awake! Oh, dope. Okay. Hey, Legion. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I twitch my cute as fuck little nose in a sultry cum heater for the homeless catwoman alien who lives in this cave. I'm coming. Hold your hoof beasts. Jade, Dave, o caminhão. You're both here? On Alternia? You didn't think that was possible, at least not for Jade. Yeah, I was gonna mention back before you got gutted by Kimba the White Lion. I didn't think that worked. Don't you always get dock blocked? You thought you did, but maybe you just caught a lucky break and got in there while Beck was napping. Or doing some other important dog stuff. Caminhão-san. I guess Beck has been acting sort of weird recently. He's been way less protective and bossy. He doesn't even get shirty when I go to the ruins. Jade, I hate to break it to you, that's not weird, that's normal. Dogs are supposed to chew on the remote and shit on the carpet, not raise you from childhood. Animals are not parents. You know a couple of trolls who might disagree with that, but you digress. Wow, your body doesn't seem very good. Doesn't feel good. I don't feel good. That's because Pons almost killed you. I wasn't even sure you could die, but you proved me wrong. You did a pretty good job of almost dying. But you aren't dead. They've held your guts in. It was very gross and extremely fascinating. Wasn't a big deal. What kind of clown hound staunched copious bleeding from a gut wound, honestly? Time to go back to preschool, kids. You are impressed and horrified. Dave shrugs. Jade sew you up. She's like a fucking Susan B. Anthony with that needle. Except, not American. Was Susan B. Anthony American? Did America even exist at the point maybe she was English? I've never sewn up anything that wasn't a corpse. It was fun. Again, you are terrified, but impressed. But the two of them, they're okay. They look alright. A little grimy, but otherwise unharmed. You're really sorry that you zapped them here and then passed out for what was most likely days, aren't you? Yeah, it's been great, honestly. Which really does go to show you how fun our normal lives are. Yeah, kind of pathetic actually when you think about it. But Nepeta has Wi-Fi at least. He holds up his phone, open to the Messenger app. You can just make out familiar lines of red and gray text. Move over, Okwete. Coming through. Nepeta appears, shooing aside Dave and Jade and hunkering down at your bedside. Or on your pile of furs on the cave floor. Her hair hangs lank around her face, and patches of your blood liberally stain her coat. But apart from that, she seems to be in an excellent mood. Fala, Ono. Boa noite, como vai tu, Jaburu? Como vais? Hi, Nepeta. Sorry for bleeding all over the place. Don't be silly. Just drink this. She hands you a small clay cup full of something hot. What is it? Herbs. Fala, Fire Drake. Boa noite, como vais? Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. She pronounces the H. What kind of herbs? Healthy ones. Probably some dank shit mailman better watch out. Ah, está melhorando? Ótimo. Tá bebendo bastante água? Espero que sim. cansado por onde andei. Hoje eu não andei muito não, mas ontem eu fiz pilates, então meu corpo tava todo dolorido hoje. Eu tô aqui lendo, eu li a rota da Aradia e agora eu tô lendo a rota da Nepeta, que parece que é grandinha até em comparação com a que a gente leu antes. I feel like Nep knows where to get the nip if you catch my drift. Shh, okay, stop being weird. That will help the healing process. I find them in the woods. Well, damn, if you find them in the woods. I get most of my remedies from the jungle too, Dave. Grandpa left me plenty of antibiotics and formaldehyde, but nothing for a headache or bad tummy. He just used to tell me to chin up, little jadelet. Oh yeah, my bro's the same way. Ibuprofen. Never heard of him. There's nowhere to get jungle medicine though, unless we're talking about the concrete jungle. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. É bom, é bom. Descanse bastante, se recupere no seu ritmo, vai dar tudo certo. Like, there's an old guy named Stevie who camps out in the lobby and he'll fucking hook you up. But also, I think he's sex offender. Duplicou de novo o som. Mas obrigado pela água. Your planet sounds like so much fun. Yeah, it's alright. Eu estou bem. Obrigado pelo carinho, Ono. Eu estou bem. Tô um pouquinho de calor, mas eu tô bem. You thank Nepeta for the herb and take a little sip. Sure, does taste like a bunch of boiled grass. Could be worse. You think Nepeta probably made the cup herself. She probably made everything in here. Água e carinho. Obrigada, Kikato. Pelo abraço. Tudo bem, muito obrigado pelo seu lurk e por aparecer aqui, Fire Drake. Sempre que quiser, só aparecer, tá? Honestly, if there's anywhere on any planet that you could choose to get mortally wounded, doing it near Nepeta was probably the right call. Nepeta smooths your blanket with little nervous passes of her hands. She's back to not looking you in the eye. I had a long talk with Ponce and told her that she has been a very bad kitty. She feels just awful about it and would like to make it up for you if she can. She's hunting something extra delicious right now. Oh, Ponce didn't need to do that. It really wasn't her fault. You just got your dumb ass in the middle of everything as usual. Better you than Jade, definitely. Since you're the main character and therefore probably can't die permanently, Nepeta be like, yeah, that makes sense to me. It's fine. Akote, can you hand me that prolo? Eu tô tentando entender como é que o Dave virou Akote. Oh, which one? Why does Nepeta keep calling Dave Akote? A gente... Meu Deus. Eles leram minha mente, né, no jogo. O cachorrinho, que bonitinho. We bonded over shared interests. Except some of us are totally 100% earnest in our interests instead of acceptably ironic. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay, you won't. The world begins to soften around the edges, melting like a scoop of ice cream. These herbs certainly appear to be the good shit. No matter what choices you make, when this particular writer gets a hold of you, you tend to do drugs. Oh, porra. Your thoughts slide into one another, dissolving. You see your friends arrayed out before you, the two lonely girls, and the strange, intense boy with hidden eyes. They watch you anxiously. You started this journey believing you needed to save these kids. And maybe that's still true. They certainly need someone to fix the mess of their lives and their planets and the crushing weight of brutal reality bearing down on them. But maybe you need saving too. Maybe you can all save each other. Whatever. You're high. You're rest now. Group and... Cara, eu achei que a rota da Nepeta fosse ser uma das mais tristes, mas não. Esse final foi... Assim, a gente se fudeu ali, mas esse final foi bonitinho até. Essa rota acabou, mas tem mais. Tem mais. Tá, eu tenho que fazer o play along. Ó, se eu fizer o Stop This Nonsense, a gente vai fazer a primeira rota que a gente fez hoje, ok. Se eu fizer o play along, a gente vai um pouquinho mais pra frente. Aí a gente vai chegar nessa parte aqui. Aí eu usei o deflect aquela vez. Eu vou nele de novo. Só que dessa vez eu não vou chegar a tempo. Aí vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Eu acho que vai acontecer alguma coisa ruim. Ou o Beck vai aparecer pra salvar a Jade. The next few moments happen so fast that you barely have a chance to catch sight of them, let alone intervene. Pons leaps over Nepeta, landing on a rock and springboarding off in with her back legs and right at Jade. Oh god, oh no. Pons's claws are so big and so sharp, and Jade is just a little girl. Bang. Eu esqueci que a Jade tem arma, né? Eu esqueço disso. Ponce hits the ground with a thud so heavy. Só que isso não é bom pro Ponce, né? Pelo amor de Deus. It vibrates up through your legs. Smoke curls out of the nose of Jade's rifle. The shot loud enough to make you all go temporarily deaf, so you don't hear Nepeta's screams as more than a sigh, like wind or the distant wail of a train. É um rifle, é. She leaps for Ponce, eyes blazing wide and unseen. Jade starts forward and Nepeta shrieks, raking out with her clawed gauntlets and catching Jade across the arm. Holy fuck. Jade reels backward, an arm held protectively against her chest. Her shoulders heave with thick, choking breaths. Then she turns and runs from the cave. Jade. Fucking Jesus, dick. De lado. É, fica mesmo, também acho. Dave tears off after her. Holy shit, this is a complete nightmare. You teeter, torn between two disasters. Nepeta cradles her Lucius head in her lap, rocking slowly back and forth. You say her name once, twice. She doesn't even seem aware you're here. Nepeta Verini. You've done everything you can here. That is, you've done nothing, Jon Snow. You hurried to the mouth of the cave, hoping to get a glimpse of red and white. There's nothing. Just the endless sway of trees and chirps of night creatures. Nothing to suggest that two human kids, one bleeding profusely, have ever been here. Motherfuck, how could you let this happen? You need to find those kids. You imagine Jade, her copious hair, her bright smile, her tired eyes. You stand at the edge of a canyon, alone. It's clear there's no one around for miles. You aren't anywhere near Nepeta's cave. Jade could never have gotten here this fast. You messed up somehow. You think of Jade again, but this time you add in her stricken expression and the blood dripping from her forearm. You appear in an old train station. Fuck, okay, at least you can see the damn woods now. But still, no Jade. You think of Dave. Sardonic glint, casual lean, muttering his jokes to himself before typing them out. Shit, damn it. This isn't even the right planet. Ugh. Yeah, you know. Calm down, T-posing god person. You zap back to the mouth of the cave. The fire has died down, everything's still, and just the sight of the dark opening cave makes you feel sure you are not welcome here. A girl lost her Lucius, and it is your fault. Two human strangers are lost in the wilds of Alternia, and it is your fault. Your powers are growing. You can feel it. That's why Beck couldn't stop you. Then why can't you find the kids? Because they aren't where they belong. You fucked something up again. The continuity, the timeline, something. Thematically, Dave and Jade don't fit in here. But now, they're stuck. All alone. Because of you. Because... Game over. Ok. Eu tinha falado que eu tava esperando que ia acontecer uma coisa muito terrível. Tá aí. RETROCEDEU. Agora falta uma rota. E a gente pode descansar por hoje. They are homestuck. They are planet stuck. Oh my god! Também conhecido como QD.
Oh my god! Ai, que delícia! Nossa!
Fala, Reagan, tudo bom? Olha, você deu certa sorte porque eu tô na última parte da live, mas ainda tem um tempinho de live. A gente fez isso aqui agora, quer ver? A gente fez esse daqui, fizemos um final péssimo. Da outra vez, a gente tinha feito... era esse e esse aqui. Aí nós tivemos um final wholesome. Agora... E a gente tinha feito aquele outro final que foi rapidinho. Que foi nesse aqui. Aí agora a gente tem que ir nesse de novo, só que a gente tem que ir no Explain. Deixa eu ver se tem um Explain do Dalek aqui. Eu acho que não. Eu acho que não.
Emotional Dan. Oh my god!
Já olhou pra alguém e pensou...
Bombastic. É pior que cavalo. E eu sei lá, porra.
Boa noite, até amanhã. Welcome to...
Ah, eu tinha! Eu devia ter usado essa música ontem. Ah, então, tem o Exterminate, mas não tem o Explain.
Pajamas?
Hello there.
Que é isso, meu filho? Stop it, Rod. Stop.
Kimi no Tori.
They ask you how you are, you just have to
Wait a minute.
Ai, que delícia.
Oh, potência!
Banido.
Gostosa, bonita, diva, gata, sexy, cremosa, magnífica. Fada, vagabunda, estranha, chata, pobre, desgraçada.
Oi, meu chapa.
Nossa!
Tá bom, chega. Esses são todos os sons que eu tenho. Tava só mostrando. Fiz um momento DJ aqui agora, do nada. Meu áudio famoso. Explain. You tell Nepeta that you don't know what you are. Or even who you are. You certainly know better than you did a few volumes ago, but you think you're an anomaly. You've crash-landed into someone else's story. Nepeta's still watching you carefully, muscles wound tight. She's ready to pounce. On the fire, the meat begins to blacken and burn, but neither of you say anything. There goes dinner. Me and some friends were supposed to play a game. Different from the games we usually play. Even Aqueous was going to play this time, and he usually hates games. But then the game didn't work. Oh, right. You know about the game. She blinks at you.
I dream sometimes.
Dreams? Well, that's pretty normal.
Not normal dreams, dummy. At least I don't think that they are. I suppose that even if they aren't, I wouldn't have anything to compare them to. They are the only sort of dreams I've ever seen. I'm not sure what they are. I see other Nipitas sometimes. Sometimes Ponce is there, and sometimes there's Dad. She's Dad, and that always makes me very sad. I see my friends too, and other people I don't know, but who I think would be pretty good friends if I got a chance.
The bright, hopeful note in Nepeta's voice digs deep at the center of you, plucking at your nerves like a cello string. It makes you a cello, I don't know. It makes you so impossibly sad. You don't know why.
I don't see you though. I don't think you fit in here.
Ouch!
I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. My dreams are probably silly and don't mean anything.
She springs up from the fire and Kay down on Pounce, burying her hands and face in thick white fur. You get up and follow after her, because what else do? You should probably give up on this particular round at this point. You've quite thoroughly killed the friendship mood with all this existential angst. Why does she live all the way out here anyway? Wouldn't it be better to live closer to all of her amazing friends? At least Aqueous. Even Terezi, who is definitely very weird, has a house. Admittedly, it's in a tree, but it still counts.
Oh, I'm used to when I was a regular. Or I think I did. A big lovely house with windows and lots of furniture for Pounce to scratch.
Pounce closes her eyes and purrs.
But then, I don't know. Something happened. I remember fire and noise and lots of shouting. And then I was on Pounce's back and we were running for a very, very long time. Eu quase arrotei muitas vezes agora. I think it was a pretty terrible.
Nepeta's fingers tighten on Pounce's ruff.
I like it here.
You think back to a different olive-blood girl in an oversized jacket who lived rough, and another girl who made her living with murder. In fact, you could see Nepeta growing up into someone much like Polypa, sharper, meaner, all of her bright edges sent it off. Oh my god, her games transformed into a struggle for survival. Even now, sitting bathed in a firelight, she looks tired. Every troll you've met carries the same exhaustion between their shoulders. Even high bloods, to a certain extent. They are worn to the bone by the sheer weight of history and a future that promises more of the same. What does one do in the face of such insurmountable misery? How can you, a simple silent protagonist, ever begin to combat something so all-consuming, so monstrous? Nepeta is waiting for you to trudge through your mandatory self-aggrandizing introspective interlude. So you do all you've ever claimed to do. You hold out a hand and wait for her to take it. Zap.
Oh my.
Isso vai ser bom. Nepeta yelps and jumps an impressive 4 feet into the air. Fair. You were doing the dramatic gesture and forgot to prepare her for it. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I can't say anything. Where, This is... Despite Aqueous's incredible strength and barely contained excitement, when he wraps Nepeta up in glistening, obscenely muscled arms, the embrace is the gentlest you've ever been witness to. Tava cedo de... Que isso, Rica? Não, eles são amiguinhos. Deixa ela ser feliz. Down. This is an incredibly unorthodox manner for a pair such as ourselves to become acquainted. I apologize for this gaudy display of public affection. It is extremely unseemly of me. Well, he isn't really in public right now. Actually, the opposite. You're the asshole who popped into his private living space with zero warning. I suppose that's right. This is not the first time you have intruded on my space. Just let yourself in and out. How indecent. Okay, dude, calm down. You get sweaty. I am always sweaty.
Aqueous, you're smooshing me.
Oh. Aqueous lets go, but he doesn't step away. He's looking at Nepeta like he can't quite believe she's real. Are you real? I think so. I don't know how I got here. Don't worry about it. Just think of it as a reward for being such a very good kitty. Wow. Is that a weird thing to say? That was pretty weird. You take it back. But Nepeta doesn't appear to have noticed you fumbling. She's scampering around Aqueous in increasingly excited circles. Maybe you can't fix these kids' lives. Maybe you can't improve society. But when it really comes down to it, you have the power to bring friends together. And damn, you take it. Victory! The Myrails are back at... They're back. Yeah, they are back. That's definitely what I was going to say. Finito. That's all, folks. So, today is gonna be the day the strange little cub. You helped Nepeta and her Myrails ship sail. Next week, oh my god, there was another one. AC shared her possum den with a furry grub. What? Então, semana que vem vai ser o Alex e o Veridan. Eu ia falar Veridan, mas não tem W no nome dele. Enfim, basicamente, os dois que eu faço sotaquezinho esquisito na próxima semana. Vai ser bom. Minha voz vai, né? Vai falhar, mas vai ser bom. Próxima quarta-feira teremos o volume 9, Rota 2. It Came From Space. Space Bees. E o volume 10, Rota 1. Fight Me, Fuckboy. Yeah. A gente deu uma apressada, né? Nós lemos aqui, ó. Era pra ter sido 1, 2, 3, 4 lives. Foi 2 só. Então, daqui, ó. A próxima live. A outra. Que eu não sei qual rota aqui que é grande. Talvez a da Fefere seja grande, eu não tenho certeza. 1, 2, 3, 4... vai ter pelo menos mais um mês de live de Pesterquest. Pelos meus cálculos. Eres esto. Thanks for the abraço. Eu vou ficando por aqui, então. Se cuidem bem, direitinho. Bebam bastante água. Juízo. Amanhã, 7 horas da noite, ou um pouquinho depois, porque eu sempre me atraso por conta do Pilates, eu vou aparecer. E o meu plano para amanhã é simplesmente derrotar a Undyne. Eu tô muito com a impressão de que eu vou gastar outra live inteira pra eu derrotar a Undyne. Porque ela está sendo difícil nesse ponto. Mas vamos manter as esperanças pra cima, né? Vamos manter as esperanças de que eu vou conseguir derrotar ela amanhã. Em todo caso, eu não planejo fazer uma live muito grande amanhã. Então, se eu não conseguir derrotar ela, vai deixar pra outra quinta e por aí vai. Mas eu acredito que dá pra derrotar ela amanhã. Eu quero acreditar, porque né, não é possível. A gente se vê amanhã, então, na live de Undertale. E sexta-feira essa semana tem live, tá? Eu vou gravar coisa. É basicamente a live de segunda, só que na sexta. Era exército. Boa noite, pessoal. Vou ficando por aqui de novo. Obrigada aí pela presença de todos vocês. Obrigado quem tá sempre presente, quem passou para dar um oi, quem lurcou. Um abraço aí pro Matheus que foi estudar. E é isso. Beijo, tchau. Fiquem bem.